Hi, Tim here with the Nerdy Things podcast. Welcome to the inaugural episode of Tim's Movie Minutes, just minutes after the movie. No, I'm not actually coming to you from Cartoon San Francisco. I am outside of Jordan's Furniture, IMAX Theater, where I just saw Justice League. So I'm going to give you a quick few minutes of my thoughts. That way you can kind of get my initial reactions, which often kind of are different from when I have time to think about it later on and talk about it in the podcast or in the review. So that'll be an interesting thing going forward to see how my opinions change. My first thought on Justice League is the first half of the movie gave me whiplash because I was going from story to story to story, and it was tiresome and confusing and fatiguing, and it didn't allow me to get really into the movie a whole lot. But I will say, it did redeem itself by the end. The fundamental problem with this movie is the only characters I really cared about were Superman and Wonder Woman because I had a movie with them already. I knew the characters. I was connected with what's important to them. The only one that kind of broke through was Barry Allen as the Flash, and I don't know if that's just because of Ezra Miller and how awesome he was, or because it's such a human character that I related to it. But outside of that, Cyborg, Aquaman, even Batman, I didn't care too much about. But the thing that they really nailed was, by the end, this concept of them becoming a team was real. And we saw how the parts fit together and how they came together to beat this bad guy, who I also really didn't care about. I didn't know anything about this guy. I don't know where he really comes from. I don't know what his deal is. So I didn't really care much about him either. So I have very mixed feelings in the movie. In the grand scheme of things, if we're comparing this to Thor, Guardians of the Galaxy, Wonder Woman, it's not even in the same stratosphere. It's somewhere Spider-Man-y for me. It's like meh. But I will say, from where it started, I was way more impressed with how it ended up. And they might, if the direction goes well in the next few movies, they might continue to keep me interested in these DC properties because it ended well enough and looked at the post-credit scenes looked well enough in the future that I may still be interested. But come on, DC, take your time. Give us movies with individual characters, introduce us, get us invested, and then bring us all together. It's maybe too late now, but Justice League, worth seeing. Worth seeing. That's my reaction. All right, let's check us out in the podcast this week.